300 or more. So the more you print at Staples, the more you save. To demonstrate, print at Staples, you save. But if you print at Staples, you save. See how that works? Staples Print Big Sale. Print more, save more. Up to $100. Ends 2/10. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Well, happy Tuesday to you. It's the 23rd day of January, 2024, and it's a chance to dry out just a little bit. In the newsroom, it's Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
We're going to dry out today.
That's what I understand.
Yeah. And there may be a few clouds, but they're going to be dry.
Dry clouds.
Yes.
Okay.
There
must be such a thing.
Yes. Well, we found out something yesterday. Okay, I told you we are fostering Dickens, a standard poodle puppy from Guide Dogs of the Desert. He's going to be with us for about another 4 weeks before his full-time puppy raiser is ready for him. She's finishing up another puppy right now and didn't want to have to tangle with two. Anyway, we found out Dickens is not thrilled with the rain. Okay? Now, here's the catch. His full-time puppy raiser lives in Seattle. Methinks Dickens better get used to the rain.
What gave you that impression that he just did not lifting his paws up?
He did not want to go out in the yard. It's raining. What is this?
Smart. Yeah,
I'm not used to it. He's from Guide Dogs of the Desert, which is in Palm Springs. So, he didn't see any rain there, didn't see any rain here until yesterday.
Yeah, of all places you would think rain. Yeah, send him to Imperial Valley. They have rain.
Yeah, but he'll be in Seattle for, about 18 months with his real puppy raiser, so he'll get used to it.
Yeah, everybody, you'll get used to the rain, and we'll see did it bother him any, the thunder that we had or anything?
Yeah, the thunder bothered him too, but he got over it real quick, actually. Okay. He is a very good dog. He's only 11 weeks old now.
Yeah. Well, don't let it go to his head.
No.
You just be quiet, and when you talk about it, and he'll never know that he's different.
Exactly. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, we're ready.
Okay, actor Chita Rivera, 91. Actor, director Lou Antonio, he did Cool Hand Luke, 90. Actor Gil Gerard is 81. And Bill Cunningham plays bass and keyboards for the Box Top, 74. Actor Richard Dean Anderson, MacGyver, is 74. Robin Zander of Cheap Trick, 71. Singer Anita Baker, 66. Bass player Earl Falconer of UB40, 65. Actor Peter McKenzie, 63. Actor Boris McGiver is 62. Actor Gale O'Grady, 61. Actor Mariska Hargitay is 60. Actor Tiffany Thiessen is 50. And actor Lindsay Kraft is 44. Local birthdays coming up.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
We have happy birthday wishes going out to Emilio Gonzalez, Nathan Orozco, Mark Bartman, David Angulo, Evelyn Mendeville, Derek Jones, Sarah Ontiveros, Elaine Perez, Greg Guerrero, Estela Monje, Vanessa Gonzalez, Fred Kempton, George Arce, Henry Pineda, Jeff Vanderlinden, Mary Gamboa, Nikki Rodriguez, Olga Kyle, Roseanne Gonzalez, Sebastian Galaviz, Aaron Equija, Josie Valenzuela, Vicky Howitt, Anel Alvarado, Denise Studer, Emma Rose Britschke, Joan Jenkins, Evelyn Pasimio, Amara Thibault, Destiny Botello, and Valor Grayson Snow. Happy birthday from Kxo. Well, gee, another grandson on the birthday list. Gee.
They're back to back.
Wow,
you know?
Amazing.
Yesterday it was Tristan. Today, Valor, it's your turn.
Okay, is Valor going to bring me a cupcake to celebrate his birthday?
I have no idea. Valor doesn't really. Well, you know what? I take that back. Cupcakes he probably would eat.
Okay.
He probably would.
How about Doritos?
I've seen him, chew on a Dorito every once in a while.
Okay. Well, I bring that up because Doritos are honoring the Dallas Cowboys with a new flavored chip called Nacho Year. Okay. As I say about the Cowboys, and they're fun to pick on, Jerry Jones needs to fire his general manager, which is Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
So
he's a split personality.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Anything else exciting? No problems with the rain in the house or anything?
No. How about you? None?
A little bit of every time we get consistent rain, we've got one little leak that I just have not been able to get gone.
Get gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is anybody out there, can you help Carroll with his get gong?
Yeah, I think maybe I could get help, but it's one of those. Well, it only leaks when it rains.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very famous saying.
Yes.
Only leaks when it rains, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's worry about news. World and California news headlines right now brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock is your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Primary voters in New Hampshire are choosing between Donald Trump and Nikki Haley today. And here is Mr. Trump. All right, having a technical issue, but the big question is whether Haley will be able to cut into Mr. Trump's commanding lead. Political analyst Amy Dacey.
People are looking for that best chance to beat Biden, and I think the case has to be made pretty soon here.
President Biden and Vice President Harris hold their first joint campaign appearance of the year in Virginia. CBS's Nancy Cordes says they'll focus on abortion.
The issue has galvanized voters on the left who have turned out to protect abortion rights in 7 states so far. Come this November, the issue will be on the ballot in up to 9 more states.
In the lead in the race to the Oscars.
We're in a race against the Nazis.
Oppenheimer has 13 nominations. Barbie 8 snubbed its star, Margot Robbie. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Tough day for waterlogged residents of San Diego County. Heavy rain damaging property, flooding roadways, and leaving some residents heartbroken.
Thankfully, everybody was able to get out safely, but it's really, really sad to see this.
Number of water rescues on freeways. Drivers stuck on northbound I-15 for hours while crews worked to unclog storm drains. U.S. Senate candidates meet in a debate in Los Angeles. Democratic Representative Katie Porter pressing Republican former baseball star Steve Garvey over whether he'd support Donald Trump for president.
California, I think what they say is true. Once a Dodger, always a Dodger. He just chewed up 2.5 minutes.
Garvey saying he'll decide who he supports when the time comes. Democrat Adam Schiff calling Trump a threat to democracy. Cal State University strike over after just 1 day. Tentative agreement reached last night, including a 5% salary increase retroactive to last July. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
I tried to quit smoking cigarettes probably hundreds of times over the years. 2 or 3 days into quitting again, I go get into a vehicle, and guess what? There's a pack of cigarettes in there. I mean, I've got the unlit cigarette in my hand. And I said to myself, why do I even try to quit if I'm going to cave so easily every time? Something clicked in my head that told me I can do this.
Every attempt is part of your story to quit for good. Visit Kick It California today at kickitca.org.
This year, wouldn't it be great to stop dealing with thin, brittle, shedding hair and instead have the thick, healthy, gorgeous hair you've always wanted? Well, now you can by using Hair Volume from New Nordic. Hair Volume is the all-natural solution trusted by millions of women around the world to say goodbye to thin, brittle, shedding hair. Look for Hair Volume at your local Walgreens and CVS or online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com. Go to NewNordicUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Hair Volume at your local Walgreens or CVS.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And yes, they will install windshield wipers.
Somehow that probably people will take advantage of that today. A steady rain causes problems. George Gale has more on that story.
According to the National Weather Service, more than 1 inch of rain was recorded at the Naval Air Facility El Centro. Other parts of the valley received similar amounts. A number of county roads were closed due to flooding, and many city streets were subject to flooding as well. A number of accidents were also reported, keeping the law enforcement officers busy. The Imperial Irrigation District had to deal with scattered power outages. The storm moved on to the east as the evening wore on. The National Weather Service said that another series of weather systems are expected to move into Southern California by Thursday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Pioneers Museum first Friday night lecture of the year will be this Friday, January the 26th. The guest will be best-selling author Todd Goldberg. He is a New York Times best-selling author of over a dozen books, including Gangsters Don't Die, an Amazon Best Book of the Year and Southwest Book of the Year. Goldberg lives in Indio and is a professor of creative writing at the University of California, Riverside, where he founded and directs the Low Residency MFA in Creative Writing and Writing for the Performance Arts. The lecture begins at 6:30 p.m. this Friday at Pioneers Museum on East Ayton Road. Contact the museum for more information. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
County Board of Supervisors meet today. George Gale filed this story.
The meeting begins public session by recognizing the recipients of the 2024 MLK Stone of Hope. On the action agenda, the board will discuss an agreement for services with Geo Reentry Services LLC for continued services of the Day Reporting Center through January 2027. They will discuss hiring 1 senior deputy public defender. A board is expected to adopt a meeting calendar for 2024. They will discuss the proposed 2024 board and chair appointments. They will also discuss a meeting structure according to the Board of Supervisors Rules of Conduct. Planning and Development will host 2 public hearings today. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The 5th annual Brisket Invitational is a brisket cook-off. It was held Saturday in Brawley. After all the votes were tallied, Big Boys Barbecue was the big winner. The team took the championship brisket trophy, the People's Choice Award, and the Best Booth Award. The event is hosted every year by the Brawley Cattle Call Rodeo Queen Association with the help of the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley. It is sponsored by One World Beef. During the event, they were selling brisket plates with coleslaw, beans, and a roll. There was also live entertainment, live dancing, a petting zoo for the kids, vendors selling snacks and drinks, and there was a beer garden. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
In page 2, we will. We're going to finish up page 1 right now. A service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And it's local news, page 2, with weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Don't forget happy hour, 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. daily.
Continuing with local news, page 2, Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors, they met. Actually, they'll meet today. Here's more on that story.
It is expected to be a short meeting. The meeting of this afternoon will be called to order at 1 p.m. The board will begin the meeting by presenting service awards to 18 employees, and they will recognize the Team of the Month for January. There are 2 action items. First is the annual appointment of directors to various positions. The other item is to approve the 2025 and 2026 budget schedules. Chairman of the Agricultural Water Advisory Committee, Mark McBroom, will give a report. The Executive Director of the Salton Sea Authority, Patrick O'Dowd, will give an update on the Salton Sea Authority. A meeting will be held in Conard Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro Police arrest 3. They had received a call at just before 2 a.m. from the 800 block of Woodward Avenue. 3 individuals had entered a residence from the rear of the house. The reporting party said that it was her son's friends, and they were causing a disturbance. One of the individuals allegedly broke a window. They attempted to leave in a black SUV. 20-year-old Diego Gomez was arrested for battery. 2 other 20-year-olds were also arrested and booked into county jail. Well, the Calipatria City Council will meet today, being Tuesday. Here's more on that story.
The council will consider a resolution authorizing the release of an invitation for bids for the Calipatria East Side Stormwater Drainage Improvement Project. The council will also consider a request for excess COVID-19 trailers from Imperial County. Closed session of the meeting will consider lease agreements with the Lions Club, Chamber of Commerce, Little League, and County of Imperial. Closed session starts at 5:30 this evening. Open session at 6 p.m. Meeting will be held in the council chambers of Calipatria City Hall. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Transportation Commission, they're seeking comments on public transportation. They want to hear about facility accessibility, bus stop locations, routes, times, personal opinions, and whatever else the public is interested in. Surveys are available at the Imperial County Transportation Commission social media page. The survey must be completed by 5 p.m. on March 15th. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has a happy hour every single day from 3 to 6 with specials on fried machaca burrito bites, RV nachos, mini tostadas, and more. Plus $2 off tall beers and shot and drink specials. Ready for a fast and inexpensive lunch? Get one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink for only $8 to $10. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, chances of showers and isolated thunderstorms persist through today as a disturbance continues to work its way through the region. This unsettled pattern will help keep temperatures below normal through much of the week before a noticeable warming trend takes place this weekend. 58, the high in the valley yesterday. 53, our overnight low. 1.25 inches of rain recorded at NAFL Centro. Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 70. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming east. Tonight mostly clear, a low around 48. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 71. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming west. Right now, downtown, 55 degrees, 100% relative humidity, dense fog throughout the valley, and that is contributing to problems on the roadways. There's a traffic accident at Walker and Gentry roads, and a vehicle in a canal there, and a traffic accident at Dogwood and Ralph. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5, Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Taking a look at NBA action, Joel Embiid, he put up 70 points. Yeah. His 70 points helped the Sixers beat the San Antonio Spurs 133-123 last night. Elsewhere, it was the Bucks beating the Pistons 122-113. Cavaliers clobbered the Magic 126-99. Grizzlies rolled over the Raptors 108-100. Hornets topped the Timberwolves 128-125. Celtics beat the Mavericks 119-110. Suns nipped the Bulls 115-113. And the Kings clobbered the Hawks 122-107.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, in the NFL, the Tennessee Titans are working to finalize a deal with Cincinnati Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan. Callahan to be the next coach of the Titans. And in other news, the Carolina Panthers completed the first step in their rebuilding process by promoting ex-linebacker Dan Morgan to the general manager position. Small ball, the Dodgers are closing in on a one-year agreement with free agent starting pitcher James Paxton, according to multiple sources. Don't forget, NFL playoff action this Sunday. We'll begin with the AFC Championship, the Chiefs and the Ravens at 11:30, followed by the Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers at 3:30. We've got game on AM 1230. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
And we'll take a look at financial news, a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, Cal State faculty members have ended their strike. The unprecedented one-day strike ends after reaching a tentative agreement with management. That agreement, which must be ratified by the California Faculty Association, includes a 5% raise for all faculty effective July 1st of last year, and another 5% salary increase on July 1st of this year. Elsewhere, a French regulator has fined the local operator of an Amazon warehouse, saying that they were excessively intrusive with a surveillance system to track the activity of its workers. The French Data Protection Authority said in a statement that Amazon France Logistique gave warehouse staff scanners that recorded their periods of inactivity and how quickly they performed certain tasks, such as removing an item from shelves or putting an item away. And Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and other payment apps may be convenient ways to send cash with just a few taps on your smartphone, but they're a breeding ground for theft, according to the Manhattan District Attorney. Culprits ranging from savvy swindlers who trick their way into victims' locked cell phones to violent offenders who either drug their targets and then take advantage or bark out commands while threatening physical harm, according to the New York DA. What's happening on Wall Street? Well, after unprecedented gains yesterday, we're seeing mixed results today. The Dow off 132 points at 37,869. The S&P 500 down 2 at 4848. And the NASDAQ up 2.5 points at 15,362. Gold moved up $4.50 an ounce, and oil down 55 cents per barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be mostly sunny today with a high near 70, west-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the east. Tonight, mostly clear. A low around 48, south wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 71. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west later in the morning. And right now downtown, we're stable at 55 degrees, 100% relative humidity, fog scattered throughout the valley, winds are calm. And the California Highway Patrol reports a traffic accident. Apparently it occurred last night at Walker and Gentry Roads, a vehicle in a canal. That apparently happened last night, discovered this morning. No injuries. And a traffic collision at Dogwood and Ralph Road. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Radio, KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230, KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Matt Piper in Manchester, New Hampshire, where polls have been open for several hours now, and voters here have their minds made up. So who are you supporting today?
Donald Trump.
Why?
Because Biden is destroying the country, and Donald Trump's going to fix it.
Robin agrees.
Trump's the only one that can come up and clean up what we're going through. He's the only one that can do it.
President Biden's name isn't on this primary ballot after DNC rules changed. He is instead limited to only being a write-in option, which is what some voters say they're doing today.
Joe Biden, because it's going to be his second term, we got to support him.
Who are you rooting for today?
Joe Biden.
I'm Matt Piper in Manchester, New Hampshire. Now with more CBS News, here's Cami McCormick.
President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Northern Virginia today, joining forces to push for abortion rights. CBS's Nancy Cordes on the president's low-key approach to the politics so far.
Up until now, they've really been content to kind of let the Republicans take the stage and fight against each other. You know, the president doesn't necessarily want to be out there on the campaign trail and have the Republicans firing away at him rather than having the circular firing squad where they are moving further and further to the right to try to pick up Republican votes. And so he has kept a pretty low profile on the campaign trail until now.
Democrats are betting that abortion will be tops on the agenda if the president faces a rematch against Donald Trump. Israel has suffered its biggest casualty toll among soldiers since its war on Hamas began. 24 died yesterday, 21 in one incident. Still, the Israelis are vowing to stay on course. Spokesman Elan Levy.
The goals of this war, as laid out by the War Cabinet after the October 7th massacre and handed down to the IDF, remain unchanged. The destruction of Hamas's governing and military capabilities in the Gaza Strip and the return of all the hostages. There will be no ceasefire that leaves the hostages in Gaza and Hamas in power.
Heavy rain in San Diego submerged cars and flooded homes in the latest West Coast storm. Here's correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti.
The rain fell so quickly here it turned entire neighborhoods into raging rivers. Many people were caught off guard and trapped. In fact, hundreds had to be rescued, and some people getting 5 feet of water in their homes. The last time it rained this much here in San Diego was 90 years ago.
The much anticipated Oscar nominations were announced this morning, with Oppenheimer leading the way with 13 nominations, including Best Picture.
We're in a race against the Nazis, and I know what it means if the Nazis have a bomb.
Oppenheimer was followed by Poor Things and Killers of the Flower Moon. Lily Gladstone of that film was nominated for Best Actress.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
A Hollywood star is refusing to apologize over health concerns about a snowy concoction she posted to TikTok. Deborah Rodriguez has the story.
First, we scooped the snow into cups and we added salted caramel syrup.
The backlash was immediate over Reese Witherspoon's California-made snow salt chocochino.
There's so many people on here saying that snow is dirty, so we went and took snow from the backyard and we microwaved it, and it's clear.
Her ultimate response to the criticism?
We're kind of in the category of you only live once, and it snows maybe once a year here. Also, it was delicious.
The original TikTok has gotten more than 5 million views. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The man behind musical hit makers like Boney M. and Milli Vanilli has died. Frank Farian was 82. Milli Vanilli was later forced to give back a Grammy when it was determined the leads didn't sing. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.